March 2nd, 2026. Monday, second week of Lent. A vision and a prayer. There is a great deal of information recorded about the life of Pope Leo XIII, born on this day in 1810. In fact, he was the first pope to be recorded and filmed. Yet there is one account of his life that has remained somewhat shrouded in mystery, the story behind his writing the prayer to Saint Michael the Archangel. According to witnesses, one morning in 1884, after celebrating MassPope Leo XIII suddenly turned pale and fainted. He later told his priest secretary he heard the voice of Satan telling God he could destroy the church if given enough time and power. Shaken by the vision of demonic spirits gathering to attack the church, Pope Leo XIII wrote the prayer to Saint Michael, an archangel long recognized for battling against the forces of evil. 2 years later, Pope Leo XIII asked all priests to lead the faithful in reciting this prayer after every Mass, a tradition that continued until the 1960s. Lesser known is a longer version of the prayer that Pope Leo XIII wrote for exorcisms. In the book of Revelation, Saint Michael the Archangel is engaged in battle with Satan. Then war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels battled against the dragon. Saint Michael is often pictured with a sword and shield that symbolize his role as a warrior and protector. Then they came to a place named Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took with him Peter, James, and John, and began to be troubled and distressed. Then he said to them, "My soul is sorrowful even to death. Remain here and keep watch." Mark 14:32-34. Jesus is facing the toughest ordeal he's ever faced, and he desires support from his friends. Jesus is truly God and truly human. In the earliest centuries, they had a hard time believing he was God. In more recent centuries, people have a hard time believing he is human. In this scene, we see his humanity in all its fullness. Jesus is looking at death, not any death, but a shameful, painful death on the cross, and he looks it in the eye. He is on the ground, pouring his heart out, troubled and distressed. In the end, he will manage to see it through, but he struggled, and Mark wants us to know that. For some reason, some sufferings, even with God's help, can't be avoided. We've all been through a few, or a lot, and there will be more along the way. Jesus also experienced this firsthand, and he is with us through them all, including the ones I may face today. Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who prowl about the world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen.